here. But here we go. We go. Welcome, welcome, welcome to week 2 of season 4, Wheel to Wheel. We have some special guests in with me tonight to have a pre-race chat, get some thoughts on how things are so far this season, the new game, the championship. I would like to introduce Major Jam and Mayo Man, Mayo for Jam. Welcome in, fellas.
Ooh,
Thanks
special
a lot,
guests,
boss.
You all
special
right?
needs guests.
Jesus, lads, get in there talking. So let's just call up. I have all the results from last week. Mayo for Jam lashing ahead straight away, despite the team Bungun winning the race. Mayo for Jam find themselves atop the new format of championship, constructors championship with 31 points. Mailman, first of all, what do you? I know you said you absolutely and utterly hate fucking constructor championships, and you're a little bitter about the way certain drivers championships end. But would it be something for a meaningful championship this year to take it?
No, not here. Love racing with Jan, and I like the new format how we're not in different teams and we're paired with different people. But I'm here for one thing only. I'm here for Budge's trophy.
Here for Budge's trophy. Uh, as it happens, well, we get Jam's answer to that. Jam, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, constructor win isn't worth the drivers' championship. I want the drivers' championship and the constructors. I want both.
You want both? Well,
Both.
it's ambitious. It's ambitious. You
Red
can
Bull. I'll be Verstappen, this year.
you'd be Verstappen. We have Chameleon saying that you guys are a bit low, so I'm going to jam up your.
Sorry, I'll turn. Put the mic closer.
Put my closer. I'm just going to. Oh, I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. This hasn't got the source. So let me add the source. 1 second, fellas. I apologize. I have so many different formats here. I didn't add this one.
Testing. Syphilis. Syphilis.
Yeah, you definitely heard that. Um, oop, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Add source. There we go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some clean laps tonight, boys. Good clean racing. It's got a good track.
Yeah, we saw what was potentially possible on in this track. In the F1 over the weekend for sure. How about that,
Yeah.
Chameleon? How is that? We see we get Chameleon's feedback on that. So we'll continue with the actual other questions. So you guys finished second and third by 1 point separating you. Obviously, that was Jam. You had a really late run. Mayo, you were thereabouts the whole season. Obviously, coming to the end, consistency for Budge was key. But you guys have to probably realize, despite being on the same team, and that's probably why dissing the championship in this regard. You guys are going to be competitors this year against each other in reality, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Budge, our Jam is back on medium track or full traction now, so
Yep.
that to me is a big step backwards.
The new game didn't suit me at all. Um, if we continued with the same game into this year,
Oh yeah,
I think I'd have a great shot at the championship.
yeah.
And if I was in a Terry, but we have the infamous Formula wheel to wheel this year. That's shook everything up. So I'm in a McLaren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fairly like for like though with the Terry, right? Would you not agree?
No.
Is it not? No. Was the Terry that fast last year? Was it?
Yeah, it was a rocket last year.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's fair enough. That said, like there have been some teething issues with this game for sure.
Oh my
What
God,
what is it that you're finding most difficult about it?
It was my first league race last week, and it was like in every year people complain. People like Budge complain about things that are not really worth complaining about. But this year has been fucking chronic altogether.
Mm.
Audio is terrible. Like it's like it's clipping. You know where the audio starts clipping, and
Yeah.
you can't really make out the sound of the engine between the sound of people's voices, and the frame rate's very low, and there's a lot of glitches as well.
Yeah.
Like, say, a comedian got caught with a safety car glitch
Yeah.
last week. Kind of a glitch, but yeah, things like that don't do much for the game, man. I swear, it's actually not enjoyable. Last week's was not enjoyable for me. It was too much concentration.
Mm. And John, what about
Yeah,
yourself?
and yeah, aside from all that, they have the new game mechanics, with tire pressures being very important this year. Even even to go as far as different tire pressures for different compounds. Like that's how more realistic the game's getting. I like the way it's doing that.
Yeah.
But before the update, I think you could have tire pressures 100% and you could give it socks and you were fine. A patch came out and then you'd lose the rears if you had, once your temps go over 100, bang,
Yeah.
you get understeer and whatnot.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, yeah. Some of that stuff is obviously going to be enjoyable, for a realistic point of view. Uh, the fact that we're using the realistic cars as well kind of feeds into that a little bit. So you're getting
Yeah.
the hopefully you're getting somewhat of a feedback to what those cars should represent. But um, like, I mean, I think we've had issues here, even like for myself. What I mean, the game is glitched on a level that seems astronomical. I through preseason was getting kicked out for no reason, just commentating. You know what I mean? So it does seem to be worse. I think, Mayo, you're correct in the sense that there are people who complain constantly because it's new and it's not what it was the year before. It's always
Yeah.
different. So, but this year it does seem to be dreadful.
Yeah, it's very two steps backwards. It really is, and I'm surprised because it was didn't they get bought by Codemasters or EA or some massive
EA purchased
company?
it, yeah.
Yeah, so I think they're just focusing on the fucking mini purses, the pit points, and the fucking all this bullshit, buying skins and microtransactions.
Yeah.
Angry man, not Mayo man, angry
Angry
man.
man, I'm angry
Angry
man today.
man.
I
Uh,
am pissed off about the game, man. I nearly go on to the
The old
Codemasters
one.
website and give them feedback. That's how angry I am, Jim.
Jesus, that's serious. Like, Google reviews will burn down. They will. um,
It is result.
so obviously this season is different for a number of reasons, but we have the new format, but we also have a lot of new drivers, some seriously talented fast drivers who have jumped in at the top level. And when we say top level, they're in the slowest cars based on speed. Who do you think, and of course out of the drivers who have returned this season, who do you think is your biggest rival to for the drivers championship this season? Mayo.
I think Buncey's very quick. He was absolutely rapid on the last game, and he seems to have hit the ground running on this game. So there's him, and there's LOI champions in here. There's Blue Gunner, Griffin is very quick,
Griffins. Yeah.
Brontosaurus is very quick, and like the last year's boys, like the More Mix and the um, Jams and all them, they're all improving leaps and bounds. Like Jams rapid, like but More Mick and the boys, the comedian as well. It depends what kind of comedian turns up. But yeah, a lot of rivals there. A lot of lads could steal points from from me.
So, Jam, you're number one. Who's your focus on? Obviously, other than Mailman, who finished second, you had a fourth there, which is good considering this time last year.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, obviously Bunsey is way up there. He's the one to be worried about because, yeah, Angry Chameleon used to complain that I put some practice in and last year
Yeah,
or whatever the game was. But the truth is now I turned this on a Monday for the other league race, but an hour before, and on a Wednesday an hour before, and then I turn it off. I don't play it then any other days of the week.
right.
All the lads that have joined our wheel to wheel league, these guys play it every single day, and they're very very good at it.
Hmm.
So yeah, even though they have the handicap of the slower cars, they're just they're just beasts, you know.
Yeah. Um,
I
yeah.
can't forget Budge. Sorry, I meant to say Budge. Budge is mentally beating himself this season, but it's going to be a threat as well. His
Like
consistency.
Budge, despite all of that, the two Hasses both finished relatively high last week. It wasn't well. I beg your pardon. We
Harbin
had a lead
finished,
that
but yeah,
who was lead up
he
there
was
with
up there
them
for
that just
three.
kind of had a last minute last final lap. It could have been two Hasses in the top six. Like Budge still
Yeah,
finishing and retaining that record of finishing the top six. So that's what did it last year. It's not necessarily the he's going to have to get a win or two somewhere, but there will be
yeah,
tracks that suit him obviously. So he's not out of this by any chance. I think he's beating himself up mentally more than he is, you know,
that's it. Yeah,
and he will adjust because that's what he does. I think you know what I mean. He didn't start off. You had Mayo. I think you started with 3 wins on the bounce last season.
yeah. He came back.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah,
Count,
um,
count out the Budge.
yeah. Let me see. What else were we looking at here? We have um, what do we have? We have oh yeah, we had the. So how are you finding your new car this season, Mayo? You were in the same car as Budge last year, but the
I
format
was, yeah, we were both in the same car. I'm in, what you call it, Alonso's car, Alpine.
Alpine. Yeah.
Alpine.
Yeah, it's
You mean
good,
you're
man.
back in
I
an
mean,
Aston again? What?
no, I'm back in the Alpine
Oh yeah, no,
this
just
year.
yeah.
No, good. I mean, I think I had pace last week. Last week was my best track, so it was like best track first, so I got lucky. So I was, the boys putting the bets on me this week. I'm sorry. I'm saying that now because I'm not going to be up here today. I think last week was different because Belgium. I love Belgium. I'd race it all day. But
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of lads that are very quick around here.
Yeah. We discussed yours, Jam, but I have a question in regard to last year. You said patience was what changed your fortunes during the season. Like that you learned that the dive bombing or the going into the corners and stuff like that. Are you finding that that's the way you're going to begin this season? You're going to carry that experience through into this year to not to improve.
Yeah, absolutely. I have no choice but to be patient in the sort of slower car. So I need to be way more consistent. No spins. I'm aiming for like no spins. Um, every like do like a Budge. I don't know. I don't think that man spins ever. Um, but yeah, it's going to be this year. It's going to be consistency and no dive bombing.
No dive bomb. I mean, like I definitely feel. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I feel like there are going to be more individual race winners this season.
Yeah,
Would you take
yeah,
that as a
maybe,
fair assessment?
hopefully. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so. Yeah, I think it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be a tighter race this season, the championship.
Yeah.
yeah, and as well, if you spin this year,
Yeah,
you're gone. Like that's it. Your race is over. Once you spin, your tires are cooked, and it's hard to recover without safety
there
cars
will be a
helping.
lot of spinning tonight and a few safety cars. So anyone listening, under fuel big time.
Mayo giving tips on how he's going to win the race. Because you underfueled, and you all stopped 4 corners before the end, and he just went by you all. um,
That happened to me last year. I ran out of fuel here last season.
right, right. So we're in Zandvoort tonight. How do you feel about Zandvoort as a track?
I'm in love with it.
Lovely,
Great track, great
great
track,
track.
fantastic track.
The more you
Yep.
race it, the better. The more you feel it. It's like a Japan and Monaco baby.
Right.
Japan and Monaco had a baby.
Yeah.
Japaco.
I
Yeah, I find myself banking in my chair while I'm going around it. It's lots of fun.
yeah, yeah. Um, I would agree. I think I was always fond of a street track when I was racing. I thought that was the type of track I wasn't a speed demon necessarily, which this is a fast track, but I definitely like the tight technical tracks. You know what I mean? That done that. It allowed me to really feel it. But Obviously pole, which is going to be important here tonight. The opportunities to pass are limited, right?
Yes, very difficult. Very difficult to pass. I won't be anywhere near pole. I know that from doing the short qualities with the boys. So have to hope for some mistakes or a bit of rain.
Right. And Jam, are you setting up? Are you going to go on a 12 pole winning streak again?
I think those days are over. Maybe after race 8, we'll see what car I get.
Pretty
But
much that's pretty much where you started last year as well. To be fair,
um,
you went on an
yeah,
unprecedented run. To be fair,
Yeah, the pole master. Absolutely.
yeah, Pole
unbelievable.
Master last year it was fun, but
Pole
not.
curse.
I think they
I can't get out of the 112s in the McLaren. I don't think
and what are we expecting pole time? What would you expect pole time to be here tonight?
111
low
and 6.
111s, 111
111.
3.
I'm
Well,
going to say 111.6 anyway.
lads,
Bunsey.
the very best of luck in tonight's race. I have to say it's been a pleasure having you as the first team in season 4 to join me. We done this in a little different format last year where we sent you out questions and you replied. Some thanks very much for that. This year we will have you on periodically to have a chat about how you feel, what's coming up. So, lads, the very best. I know you guys got to get ready and got to get your mind game on. You have 10 minutes to do that as we start at 10 p.m. sharp, as I heard. A little bit of a delay. We will see you on the flip side.
Good names. Thanks, Meeps.
Thanks, Emil.
Thanks, Meeps.
All the best. There you have it, folks. We had Team Mayo for Jam on. They are the early leaders in a championship they couldn't give two shites about, to be fair. But it was nice to have them in because those two are going to be competitors right through the season, not only in the championship that we discussed and we have up here uh, for the new constructors format, but obviously for for the drivers as well. Mayo and Major Jam both finishing in the top 4, getting big points for Team Mayo Jam, uh, Mayo for Jam in week 1. Um, let's see. We have some stuff here. We have obviously the race in Spa last week was won by Bunsey. As the lad said, Bunsey is setting serious times. But a lot of people backing Major Jam with Mayo Man this week and Major Jam actually, both of them with max bets in the wheel to wheel syndicate. Um, those two heavily favored on this track, so it's interesting to see. Here we go, Spider-Man. Exactly. If you're around, Spider-Man, you're more than welcome to join me. I will send you the link to a channel, and we can have a chat as today's race is on. Or are you still sunning it up on the side of sucking cocktails on the side of a pool again with a fucking iPad in your hand? What's going on, lad? Uh, let me see. So Bunsey, anybody backing big knockouts? Wizard for a podium. Wizard has been solid. Now I know we had some. He had a bit of a knock last week, but Wizard was there last week for sure. Anybody backing big knockouts? There isn't. There was somebody who was so confident that big knockouts was going to be good this week. Uh, they were backing him at 14-1 for fastest lap, pole, and a race win. So big knockos don't rule the dude out. Like, he wasn't mentioned here tonight, but that dude will find his feet too. He's fast. Did you enjoy the lads on? Would you be willing to jump in or watch the story? Let's see. So yeah, the win from Bunsey, as the guys say, he is setting the pace early in this season. Budge is claiming everybody's going to win except him. But we had Mailman, Griffin, Major Jam, Welsh Wizard, Budge in 6th, Iron Comedian 7th, Big Knockos in 8th, getting early points there. And we had Vernie Vern and Wilfred Boney rounding out the points. We did have some penalties distributed this week, as you can see there on the right hand side. Uh, Blue Gunner received 2 penalty points for a collision with Major Jam on the formation lap. That is an automatic penalty. There is no review for that. But after review, he also received 2 points for not failing to provide footage for an incident. He for now has accumulated. He has accumulated enough, and he will not be qualifying live today. So there's a reminder of excuse me. There is a reminder of who's in what car and who's on what team. I will say, speaking of Constructor Championship, whatever about how exciting or how important it actually is, I will say, fellas, the fucking team names. You could surely you've other virtual command. I received an invitation from Comedian. We are just about to get going. We are 8 minutes away. I will join that in just a second. You race on Wednesday. Yeah, that's not much use. Comedians useless at organising these things. I did have invitations to other people, and we may have somebody in the studio every week from soon on. So it's not a guarantee, it's not anything, but we will have a special presenter here with me live in the studio. We're going to have to change the angle of the camera because we will need to have a bit more forward facing, but we will get them in. If you're finished early, I'll jump on. If you're finished out early, throw that into the chat, and I will get you an invite into my a party, and we will get going. Okay, that is. Sorry, there's the cars and the people in them. Reminding folks, we do have their races 1 to 8. Reminding you there, this is reviewed every 8 races, and we may have drivers in different cars in race 9 and 17 during this season. We are going a full season of 24 races, I believe. 24 tracks. Or 23 maybe. Let's see. We will accept the invite from Chameleon and we will jump into the game. And we will then get you some virtual racing going on later on in just a little bit. Let's see what we got here. I am absolute. I think I've got. I've got allergies going on here. I don't normally. Wow, Knocko's Hero Angry Podium. Fantastic. That's a hell. That is a hell of a. That's a hell of a prediction, considering nobody that's on that podium was on the podium last week. At least that's my understanding. I think. I said that with such confidence. I'm now questioning myself. The very fact that I'm actually questioning myself. It's kind of funny. So, Bunsey, Mayhem, and Griffin. Yeah, none of them on the podium. As a matter of fact, Knocko's Angry and Hero. That's a 7-8-14 to a 1-2-3. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna hit that there. So as I'm a spectator, none of the lads are in yet. We are early in, but that's all good so that we can keep this all going. I'm in. I am in. I have accepted that invite, Mr. Chameleon. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I got. There was a discussion earlier. We were saying there about how like there are a few things going on in the thing. I have to say, Bunsey is in practicing so often. He is singly draining my battery on my watch and my phone just from the amount of notifications I get for him going practicing. Every day. Every freaking day. Every day. Bunsey the battery drainer. Tonight we have 15 drivers. Tonight we have 15 drivers. Let's run through them real quick. Where are we at? Let's see. Okay, so the drivers that we have in tonight is Angry Chameleon, Vernie Vern, Budge, some of the regulars, that's good. Rory Drain, Bunsey, Why Not See, Kaiser Gunner, Griffin, Knockos, Welsh Wizard, Mayo Man, Major Jam, Supreme Bio, Blue Gunner, and Mormick are the drivers in today. Missing this week are Ronosaurus, K Flamo, Is a Hero, it's Shane, Iron Man, Cav, Wilford Boney, and Elite Carbon. Yeah, so fucking I really appreciate all the info that we get from having notifications on. But seriously, Bunsey, for the love of fuck. You're not draining the battery on the ERS, you're just draining my phone and watch battery. What can I say? Yeah. So when Bunsey drains the battery, he drains everybody's. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So what have we got? This we have Supreme Bio in. We have Chameleon, Blue Gunner, Bunsey, Welsh Wizard, Why Not, and Griffin. Excellent. And there's Budge. Budge. Why Not See is in. Great. So people are joining the lobby. It's about bloody time. A few delays as it happens. And we have somebody just dropped out. Griffin is in the Williams. Griffin in this week in the Williams. Who are the other ones? God, I'm miserable. I'm not gonna lie, lads. I am absolutely miserable with this fucking thing. Just Griffin in that's substituting this week. Everybody else is on holidays. Lads, appreciate. Thanks for the invite. Much appreciated. For all those things you're doing. Why am I getting USB device not recognized? I didn't put a USB device into my laptop. Wow, that's scary. I didn't do anything. But anyway, enough about the laptop that soon shall be replaced at some time in the future, undefined period of time. That seems to be forever. Let's see. We are in week 2 of season 4 in the Wheel to Wheel Championship. We are in Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix, and this is going to be a completely different race to what we encountered last week. There was opportunity all over the Spa racetrack in Belgium for overtakes, for all the good stuff. The DRS zones, and the overtakes here are infinitely more technical. As you head to the lads, pole and finishing and road position or track position is vital tonight. So that's going to influence decisions as to tires, as to, do I go out and try and set a faster time in quali, get up the ranks, whereas you might settle to save a set of tires, something to that effect. There's going to be, I think it's going to be interesting to see how and when. It's going to be interesting to see the way people will quali and what they'll do during quali. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Looks like we're all there bar 1, by it looks like. So we're not too far out. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting qualification, I think. There he is. There's Major Jam. He's in. That is everybody. I think we're ready to go. We have 2 guys in the McLaren, as I said last week. McLaren is back after a season hiatus. Nobody ever driven a McLaren before. So yeah, it looks like we're set. Everybody's ready up, so let's get to it. We won't be long now. We are starting in 25 seconds, it looks like. Unless everybody ready's up. Rory Drain, Big Knockos, Mailman, and Major Jam's ready up yet. They ready up, we'll just jump.
Otherwise, we have to wait
14
14
more
more
seconds.
seconds.
Okay. If you guys have any questions or if there's something you want me to ask. Oh, very echoey. Hold on. That I know what that is. I know what that is. Let me see. Yeah. How about now? I'm just going to turn off something here. Yeah, that's That's off. How about now? Is that better? Apologies, Spider-Man. There are several profiles, and I swap between them, and I turn stuff off on others, and that stops that echo. But I have to, when I'm interviewing people, I got to turn it on and stuff like that, so sometimes I forget. If I am echoing, please everybody comment and let me know so that I can fix that for you. How is that? Okay. Oh, I'm sniffing. Still the same. Wow. We'll turn this down a bit here. Turn it off. Am I gone very low with that, or is it okay? And we have rain in Zandvoort. Wow. We have rain in Zandvoort, so it's quali rain at least. It is rain in quali at the very least. That's better. Excellent. I have multiple sources of audio, and I gotta manage every one of them on multiple profiles. It is an absolute pain in the proverbials, if I'm being honest. But we try to please, and we try to do everything we can to bring you the best quality and the most information and all the wheel to wheel special stuff. Let's see who we got. We go tires. We go this. We enable all this lad stuff, and we get rid of that. And it looks like we have nobody out, but there is a it. We have somebody out there. No, that's somebody at the back. So is it Major Jam that's out first? It is Major Jam that looks like he's out. Oh no, we have Griffin out. Jeez, Griffin snuck out. And now Williams so fast. Excellent. Here we go. It is the start of week 2 in season 4, and there is a long, exciting season ahead of us as it happens. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Not only is quali vitally important, it's vitally important and in the rain. There we go. If I'm too low, let me know. I will adjust the sound. Okay. Oh, I'm absolutely done. So let's see how it goes. Griffin first around. We will follow him as he comes down the pit straight, and he has had a bit of a glitch there. I swear to God, if this starts glitching already, I'll lose my shit. Comes around T1, big long right-hander as he comes down around, and this is an incredibly banked track. As you come up, especially here's one of those turns with the bank as you go into T3 and 4, straight down, flat out across this section. It is a very fast track, but in the wet, it is lethal. You are inches or well feet away from whacking into a barrier, and one small mistake or one miscalculation like that, and you end up running wide, or even worse, straight into a barrier. I think that's Major Jam is next. It looks like he will have to back out after going off track there. So we will come back to Griffin in just a bit. Major Jam, the quali specialist, he is out and about early in this, and he looks like he is going to set a decent time. He's coming through sector 2 into the second of the DRS zones, straight down into the horseshoe-shaped part of the track. This is it's a right followed by a long horseshoe left and straight down and coming up towards another one of these hugely banked turns where Chameleon has history. He is way behind here on time. Griffin with the 125, but that's the difference. We were expecting a 111. What is it going to be in the wet for Major Jam? Is he going to do better 125? That Griffin? Yeah, he's going to go about 1.5 seconds faster than that. Griffin losing a lot of time. Griffin losing a lot of time in that going off track in sector 2. Chameleon coming down here around towards the final turn. There's Vernie Vern sent a 129. He's just obviously had a bit of a slippery one. Vernie Vern is the Spinneroonie champion. He is Booker T of Wheel to Wheel this season. Somebody last year it was Chameleon. This year it was this year so far it is Vernie Vern. The Chameleon Bros are holding on to it. There is the 127, so the 123 from Major Jam looking particularly good right now. Bunsey coming down, setting a 155, so obviously a little squirrely there. We have Budge, he's coming down through sector 1. He's who's the Rory Drain is just warming up. Mormick is in the pits, he is coming out. Everybody else has done one lap. There's Rory Drain slowed down. He is letting who was that? That looked like Welsh Wizard. It certainly was. Let's follow Welsh Wizard and we will rejoin Budge to see where he is. We have the Inters for Supreme Bio in the pits. Is he going to go out and try that? That is interesting. Oh, and that's not going to set any. Oh, and close encounter with a sideboard or a hoarding. Budge coming down through into sector 3. Where is he now? He is using the ERS. He's using it all here. He's 105 as he comes down around the horseshoe track. This might be ideal for Budge. It's because Budge disqualified from session is big knockos. Whatever happened there, not setting the time. He's going to start at the back of the pack. Budge with 125.9 up into third. This may be ideal for him because he is already suffering in regards to speed. Nothing else. That guy will probably he will probably do somebody what's that? 126 from Vernie Vern, and we have a Vernie Vern in the wall. Told you it was Spinneroonies, and he's wrecking wings and doing all sorts. So he's in the wall in sector 2. Okay, we have yellow flags in sector 2. Mormick coming down around through the first part of his flying lap. He's on that. That's why Supreme Bio, beg your pardon, is just going out on the inters to set his setup. So here we go. Oh, and that's not good from Mormick at the beginning of his lap. He's after going off, and he's not invalidated, but that's that's going to be a very, very slow time as he comes through sector 1, corners 3 and 4. Okay, Kaiser Gunn is on a lap. He's setting a lap. He's 123, so it's going to be a poor lap. But are we going to get back-to-back weeks after we're hitting the wall as he's trying to let people by? And that looked like there's a blue gunner. What the hell is going on with the two Red Bulls in the wall? Vern and Kaiser just having a chat in sector 3. And this looks like Blue Gunner's going to go again. He's not on a fast lap this time, despite being on already having done a lap. He's going to let them go too. So that is the Williams. It looks like that is not Rory Drain, so it's Griffin. Let's follow Griffin as he comes up and around to turn 3. That's a hell of a bank corner, folks. And in this rain, you are inches away from going into the wall at the top if you hit that at the right speed. It is treacherous around here. It looks like it's starting to stop. It's looking like it's stopping rain right now. It's slowing down at very least. We might have a drier final time. We might have the last 5 minutes in the dry. Who knows? Depends on how that happens. But it is still vitally wet out there. There are people now out on inters, Griffin being the first of those. We are following him around. And he comes down and around through the second DRS zone on this track. He is down 1.7 seconds on his time. So the inter's probably not just yet. Oh, we have that's just Rory letting people by again. Major Jam hits the fast. It's still the fastest lap at 1:23. Bunsey has now joined him on a 1:20. There's two 1:24s from Mayo. Griffin, wow. Griffin setting a 1:22.7. So maybe those inters are. He was down. I beg your pardon. He was down on his time. So it is inters now. Everybody coming out on inters. Welsh Wizard is out on inters, and he is on a flying lap. It looks like. Oh, but he's off. He's off again, and that's not going to serve him any good. So it's only good. It's only good for some. Why not see is just you know what? I'm just going to drive and drive. We have Angry Chameleon is on his outlap, so we will rejoin him in just a moment. He is going to improve. He is on the inters, it looks like. Let's see. Blue Gunner is in the pits. Budge is on he's 3 laps there. He's done a 1:25.6, so he is down from third. He hasn't improved on that time. So likely now he'll go in, change to the inters, and give that another shot. We're having people doing multiple laps on the same set of tyres in order to get as much opportunity to set times. But now it's probably time for him to go in and get some inters and come out and try and do it on a slightly drier track. Looks like we have Blue Gunner who has set a better time on, he's in 10th. Or that's Mormick, I beg your pardon. Mormick jumped up to a 1:26 flat. So he's also improving. He's done 4 laps. Sorry, that was Verne. Why not see he's done 4 laps? Mormick on those inters is after setting the 1:26 flat. He is back in the pits. Welsh Wizard 1:24. Griffin on a 1:22. He is clear and above the fastest guy on track right now. He is setting serious times in that Williams, the slowest car technically on track. Who else is out? Bunsey. Here we go. Let's join Bunsey on his lap. He is coming down around south through sector 2. What is it like on those inters for Bunsey? This will be a test. This will be a test indeed, indeed. Woo! Let's see where he can can he improve? We certainly are going to have more people like Major Jam coming out and improving that 1:23, but on the inters, so that we are going to probably see these times plummet from the 1:26s down. And there is Welsh Wizard on his first lap, and Griffin replying with a 1:21. So these guys are doing multiple laps. And there's a 1:21 from Bunsey. So we're already down 5 seconds on the 1:26s. So these guys are flying around in 1:21s now. This track is evolving as it dries up. That is a great time from Bunsey as he sets there. But Griffin had already beaten that. And Kaiser Gunner with a 1:22. Where the... Sorry, Kaiser, what? You're... Kaiser, this is not the way we do things in this league. What the hell? Really? You doing me like that? Anyway, Vern, what are these guys doing? The Red Bulls have awoken. 1:22 flat and a 1:22.1 from the guys in the Red Bulls. I realise that they're one of the fastest cars on track, just like the Ferrari and that. But really? Really? That's incredible. That's a hell of a change from what was going on earlier. That's 4-second improvement. I know the track has evolved, but it's evolved that much. Really? Anyway, Chameleon is all the way up to 1:22s as well. These lads are starting to set the times. Chameleon is coming around the horseshoe here. He is at a 1:04 at the outset, 1:05 at the outset. Is he down this time or is he going in? And we have a Welsh Wizard before he's going in. Chameleon is still on his fast lap. Rory Drain out of nowhere. At a 121 from Chameleon. Jumping now at this stage, a 121 is only jumping you up into 5th. So Bunsey went again and said a 129, and Blue Gunner went again and he said a 127. But Rory Drain in the other Williams, 2 Williams in the top 4, are actually, and here's why not see, he is going to improve vastly. He's already 1.5 seconds down this time as he come through sector 2. Mormick, as he crosses the line, Mormick is up to 4th, and he is knocked down by Major Jam, who comes back and is the first one in under 120 with a 119.6. Major Jam realizes how important quality is to get it right. But look at Mormick is vastly improved. This is incredible. All these times are plummeting. So why not see coming through? What is he on as he comes back? He looks like he's on a pretty quick time as he is a little bit further up at up the track at 105 than Chameleon was. So let's see as he comes down around the final corner. This banked corner, banked right-hander, and he touches the wall on the left, I beg your pardon. Wow. Is he gonna? It's a 120. He is 5.2 seconds off his time. This track is has evolved incredibly well. Let's see where Budge is as he comes around. He's 4 seconds down this time. 121 now is barely getting you into the top 10. What an incredible way to finish. Griffin has gone soft. He is going to go soft around this track. The rain has stopped and he thinks it's going to dry up enough by the time he crosses the line after his outlap. Wow, that's an opportunity to see if things are going to go well. 119 from Mormick. He has gone pole in those inters. He went lightning quick in that Ferrari. Mayo Man has improved. The 119s are regular now. Mayo Man is on the inters and he's gone 119. Everybody's trying to get out for one last push because they realize they can do it now. Mormick with a class lap on those inters. He won't get to go again on a different set of tires, but he may get to go again with these tires. Let's see where Why Not will be this time. He is down 8 tenths. 8 tenths would jump him up into 5th. He has gone 9 tenths and he's into 5th. Yeah, so he's up to 5th with a 120 flat on a set of tires that are pretty old at this stage. But Griffin on his outlap, how are these working out for him? Is he gonna call it off or is he gonna go? Certainly looks like he's going to give it a go on these softs. He has nothing to lose other than the fact that he could have gone out on another set of inters to see. So let's see. Who else have we got? Why Not See is down to 7th because Vernie has replied with a 119 of his own. 119 is where it's at now. We have Mayo Man and Major Jam competing for top spots here. Major Jam is 6 tenths down in his time. That will put him on pole as he comes around. Will this be will he rob it from Mayo Man? Griffin gets a 5-place grid penalty. Those softs not working out the way he thought. But Major Jam and Mayo, Team Mayo for Jam, is now on a front row lockout in the constructors. Different cars, same situation where they're locking out the front row. Who else is on time? Oh, we have that. There is a lot of people finishing up now. Mormick, is he going again? No, he's finishing up. Who's passing Mormick? That is the Alpha Tauri. So that is Blue. No, not Blue Gunner, is it? Yeah, it is Blue Gunner. That is Blue Gunner as he comes down around. He is likely to set a fast time too. Is he going to improve on that? He is looking like it. The only one into the 118s now currently is Major Jam. Who else is going to set a time? Is Major Jam going again? Looks like we've had Budge jump up to 8th. That may not stay there as Blue Gunner comes down around 117, 118. He's gone pole. That is a great time from him. So Major Jam is going into the pits. Mayo Man is down on his time too. He's down 4/10. He could be going for pole now as he comes through sector 3 if he can gain some time. Who is ahead of him? We will watch out for that. Who is ahead of him? It is a Why Not See, it looks like. Why Not See? Improves 1 over Verny Vern, but Mayo Man jumps and takes pole. Mayo for Sam setting the standard. They are the new Alpha Tauris of this, and that is Mayo Man retaining or getting back the pole that Jam stole from him and Blue Gunner stole from him. Mayo Man with a great lap to finish this session out. Time dropping by 8 seconds as the track improved during it. And Mayo Man, he's on. He's on this year. He is going to be giving people a lot of trouble. He is going to be giving a lot of trouble. He is out there. He is going to be setting the times, and he is going to be going for this. So quali is Mayo Man in first. He has got his first pole of the year. Blue Gunner in second. Major Jam, the second of the Mayo for Jam team on the potential podium. Muncie in fourth, Mormick in fifth, Wizard in sixth, Rory Drain in seventh, Why Not See in eighth, Verny Vern in ninth, Budge in 10th, Angry Comedian outside the 10 with 11th, Kaiser Gunner, Supreme Bio, Griffin, and Knockos rounds out that. Knockos are Griffin disqualified, and Supreme not having having a quali ban, not being able to set a time. But Griffin knocked out those softs, not working out, and it put him to the back of the pack, virtually, like everything else in this. So that is qualification. What a qualification! What an interesting development, the way it all went down. We do like a bit of rain in wheel to wheel. It makes it interesting, and it shows us some of the other drivers who would otherwise rely on technicality and finishing the mid pack for quali. But we heard the determination from both guys, teammates but competitors. More zeros on the thing. Just interesting to see that these guys are going for. You heard Mayo and Jam. Great decision this week to have Mayo for Jam on as they go out and show what it is they intend to do this season. To take that title from Budge, to be one of the first driver to dethrone Budge in wheel-to-wheel history. Wheel-to-wheel history could conceivably be made this year. The only problem here is that if everybody's trying to beat Budge and everybody's trying to do that, Budge might just be consistently there and chipping away, scoring points. If there's not a consistent leader out there, Budge has done it before from 3 wins down. Mayo set 3 wins early last season, and Budge, just with his consistency all year, tracked him down. So they want to dethrone him, but they want to be careful that they're not taking each out of this championship and allowing Budge to get back into it. Budge is going to be there regardless. Who will be the one to dethrone Budge, if at all, this season? And then Budge in race 9 may just have given somebody a head start. He may get a 9 drive start. He might get a new car in the second part of the season, and he may have a run of 9 races where because he was just scoring points in that Haas, he may just go on a run then on a newer car and just blow it away. It is all interesting. I'm sorry, folks. I am absolutely melting tonight. I think I got a bit of hay fever. But it is week to week. Week to week. Yoo-hoo! There's another one for the edits. Son of a bitch. Edit that shit, you bastards. And all the other fucking bastard and things that I've done. I can't believe I've done that again this week. Every freaking week. I think I'm going to see TikTok this week if that's the case. Anyway, it's not week to week, it's wheel to wheel. Jesus, Mother of Divine Christ, and all the saints. That was harder than it should have been. Anyway, I'm frustrated. Sneezing the shit out of myself. I can't get the wheel to wheel right. It is wheel to wheel, week 2 of season 4. Thank you for joining us. It is great to have you here. Folks, if you want to get in on all the action and join the Discord and all that, scan that QR code. The Discord for Wheel to Wheel there is there. You can talk to all the drivers that are on that Discord, and they will answer your questions. They will, they will give it. They will do what it is you need. They will tell you what it is you want to know. You could also join us here and ask us questions that you want to talk to drivers when we talk to them pre-race. But scan that QR code, like the Meeple stuff, please. Really appreciate if you could do that. And like all the Discord stuff and all the other stuff for Wheel to Wheel. The TikToks for Wheel to Wheel are there too. Get on it. So, here we go. As Mayo takes us on his first pole. He takes us around on his first lap this season. His first leading lap. Let me set up the stuff here. I hate the way this all disables again. We will leave it on position change as always to begin this race to see where the changes are happening quicker. Okay. Oh my god. Let's see. So, scan the QR code, get in there, like all the socials. Give this stream, if you're watching it live now, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a follow. Do it. Come on, I dare you. I mean, what have you got to lose? Well, a lot. Because then you're probably going to get notifications that I'm around. And that may not be everything you want in life. But if it is something you want in life, give us a like. Give us a follow. And we will reward you and worship you for doing so. Thank you very much for those who already have. All ye. Much appreciated. Anyway, let's move on. We are coming around as they warm up these tyres. We have a dry track now after that wet quali. And let's see what the tyres are really quickly before this starts. The tyres, all mediums. Everyone is on mediums except Welsh Wizard, who's going fast, soft, and gaining positions early, it would seem. But he will be the first into... Oh, that was rather windy there from Blue Gunner. But there we go. Let's see who sets up right on the track. Mayo Man doesn't. Blue Gunner does, it seems. Who's the next one? Oh, and we have Mormick around. And oh no, sorry, not Mormick. We have who's in that? That is Major Jam. Is it? No, it is Supreme Bio who is spinning. Okay. And this is week 1 or week 2. And we're away. And the position chains are Kaiser's all the way to the back from the offset. But Mayo Man getting away fast. Major Jam overtaking Blue Gunner at the front. Oh, look at that. And we have, yes, the softs working out well early for Welsh Wizard as he gets one position up. As Mormick drops back 1, those softs are going to serve him well early, but they will not serve him well in length, that's for sure. This could be a 2-stop for Welsh Wizard, and that could be to his detriment. As we see Blue Gunner, who has lost that position, it is Team Mayo for Jam leading this race at a 1-2 from Mayo and Jam. They have set it early. They love this track, and there is a lot of people back. Knockouts to the second last now, dropping all the way back. Up 5 places from Griffin. The major gainers. Why not see Griffin and Jam, I suppose, at the front, getting that important position off and protecting his teammate. But he will not be thinking about that. They are in different cars, and this is going to play out nicely. So let's see. Let's join Major Jam on board as he comes down this straight. Mayo Man setting fast lap on the first lap. And, oh, let's see. Very close there. It is everybody all the way back to Mormick, yeah, and then even more people after that. All very close, all within about a second of each other, except Vernie Vern, who's obviously around. Yes, the Spinneroony dude, Booker T, or Vernie Vern as he's better known. We are on lap 2 of this 30 or 36 lap stint. This is a 50%er in F1 2022. And we have, this is going to be a juicy battle at the front by the teammates who are both out to only accept drivers' championships as a legitimate source of winning. Griffin now up 6 places at the back, and a pass by Welsh Wizard over Why Not See as Mormick made that pass to get back to 5th. Bunsey is in 3rd, and he is in the DRS train, that first DRS train. This is going to be interesting. One of the season favourites, Bunsey absolutely flying on that lap, setting a 1:16 flat. He is in that DRS train. He is going to make a push early. I'd say he's going to try and get Blue Gunner and then be all over the back of Major Jam soon enough. This is going to be an interesting race, to say the damn least. So, let me see. I'm sorry, folks. I am absolutely sniffling the hell out of you. You did not come here to hear that. You came here to see this race progress. And look at this battle at the very front. Bunsey all over the back of Blue Gunner. And Blue Gunner pushing Team Mayo for Jam up the road early in this race. And it looks like Mormick is trying to get a hold of himself here and get back into this. We have Welsh Wizard now making inroads into him. Mormick falling a little bit off there, but Bunsey might be the one to make a move. Look at this. Mayo is all under a lot of pressure there. Oh, but he retains it and he parks the car well in the corner, forcing Jam to stay behind. Spaces to overtake, and this is what it is. So, folks, you take over early in this race off the start, or you tend to follow in the train. This is a difficult track to overtake on, and this is why they were pushing so hard in quali in order to get up the rankings and into the pole position. Mayo and Major Jam and Blue Gunner setting the 1, 2, 3. Bunsey, look at this. And then you look back, and although he's 1.6 seconds behind, he is right there on the back, not too far back. That is about as far back as that people are. And we have Angry Chameleon all the way down to 13th. What's going on with Angry Chameleon? That's interesting. You have Kaiser, Angry Chameleon, very, very off the back. Screen Bio gaining some time there in the McLaren. Let's see if we can get tire. Oh, they got stops. Tire. There we go. Okay, so nobody's made any stops yet, but Blue Gunner is around. What's going on with Blue Gunner? Blue Gunner is plummeting down. He's got the DRS. What happened there? Blue Gunner is down. That means Mormick, Bunsey, and Welsh Wizard, and everybody in front of him has been promoted. So Bunsey now on the podium. He hasn't got as much now to do to get by these guys. He just needs to stay in contention with them. But that is big, big news. I didn't catch what happened there. We left there to see what was going on down the order. And the Blue Gunner plummets almost out of the points. Budge in 11th. He has just not got the speed in that Haas. Well, you can be damn sure, despite not having the speed, he is still. And there is Why Not See around. Why Not See is around in Sector 2. Oh, and that is a smack from Vernie Vern. Was it? No, it was Kaiser. I think Kaiser's after lashing into the park. Why Not See? That was a bit unusual. So we join the front again, and it looks like Buncey's laid off a bit. But look at this battle at the front as Mayo and Major Jam go side by side into turn 3. Major Jam is pushing Mayo Man all the way around this track, and he is not letting up on him. But Mayo has retained his lead, and that is brilliant for the likes of Buncey and Mormick, who are consistently finding themselves gaining on them. Look at this battle go on. It might be a case where these two teammates are so competitive that they take each other out of it. They don't care about the damn constructors. They just want to win the championship. They want to do the honor of dethroning the champ, the 3-time champ. Here we go. And more seeing that a battle just up ahead. If that turns into a 3-way battle, you can be damn sure that this Ferrari will be there soon and involved also. Welsh Wizard all over the back of him. Let's see what we got going on here with we've had Kaiser Comedian making up some of those points. He's back up to 11th like he qualified. Oh, why not see with a new wing, I have to imagine. And very having the early troubles with the spins in this race. Where is Blue? Blue Gunner has made some strides. He is back up to 8th from there. Mormick and Welsh Wizard. Mormick has conceded that place to Welsh Wizard, who is now up to 4th on those softs. But they are going to force him to stop soon. He's not going to get the life out of those as all the guys who are on mediums. We have had no stoppages or safety cars, excuse me, of any description. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and right now that it will be ideal for Welsh Wizard on the soft to have some incident on track. We've had close calls with spins, but we haven't had any safety cars yet. And here we go, joining this battle back at the front, see how it's going. And less than 7/10 between these guys. This is insane. This is great to watch. This is what the wheel-to-wheel faithful are looking for. Look how close these are following each other. As we see the guys turn on the DRS, and then is anybody burning? It is a lot of, like, it's forcing Mayo to use a lot of ERS, but the other guys, well, Buncey isn't, but Mayo or Major to make something happen is. And there we have a Blue Gunner setting fastest lap, so he is making up positions and time and all that very quickly. Big Knockos with the sneaky 7th position on track. What's going on with this guy? He looks like he was glitching out there for a second as well, but he is up to 7th. Griffin up to 6th after a very poor qualification and a spin and being disqualified and getting knocked out and all that good stuff. Here we go. We are on lap 8 of week 2. Mormick is riding the coattails of Welsh Wizard. It is roles reversed. Mormick able to stay in the DRS and get dragged around this track by the faster Welsh Wizard on the softs. It is paying huge dividends to him. He doesn't have to use his ERS or anything. So let's see. This is going to be a close one as we come down this straight. Has he got it? Is he burning anything? He's not burning anything. He's letting it go this time. He's going to let Mayo. He's going to let Mayo do that. Mayo hasn't used any since we were there, but Major seems to be trying to get some back. And there we have the 72%. We're not having anything being burnt on that lap, but they are. It looks like Major is trying to build up some of that and get it back in, so he can make a push on a later lap. It looks like the struggling for Mayo at the front a little bit. They will be wanting to get about. Oh, we have a sector. We have another spinneroonie. So the only person who spins as much as Vernie Verne this season, it would seem, is Supreme Bio, who has done it in every phase of it. So far, he's done a spin in quali, he's done a spin on the formation lap, he's done a spin in the race. The guy is consistent, if nothing else. That is his only thing, because he is majorly fast. He just cannot keep it on track. Look at this battle. This is interesting to see coming into that final bank corner, round towards the final, the home straight, and into DRS zone 1. or sorry, two, technically, I suppose, because it's at the very end. And there is Major Jam pushing hard, and he still doesn't do enough. There's still just enough speed in that Alpine to keep Mailman ahead. It looks like he's it looks like he's competing, but there may be something going on here. And there it is, Welsh Wizard into the pits on those softs. And he has gone hard, so he's gone soft hard. That is an interesting thing. Can he go to the end? That's a lot to ask on those. That is a lot to ask on those tires. 26 laps. It is possible, but there is a spin from Supreme Boyle once again. Major Jam. Oh no. Oh no. What is wrong with Mailman? Mailman is struggling. What's going on with Mailman? Oh, mother of God, what has happened there? Did he have an impact? Did he have an impact with the spinning Supreme Bio? He is going. It looks like he's going to go into the pits. He is dead from a big knockouts up to fifth now, and Mormick is on a podium. He is liking this track for sure, but it looks like Mayo is going to. He's likely going to have to go in. Does he need to go in? What happened there? A bit of a wobble. Looks like he had a wobble, and he is back to fourth from leading the entire race up till now. Major Jam now is the only one stopping Bunsey from back-to-back wins. And as it happens, the first win and second win, and as it turns out the third win last season was in an Aston Martin. It was just that one of Mailman, as we said in our pre-race interview. Supreme Bio is getting some new tyres because whatever the hell he's doing, those ones aren't working for damn sure. He's going hard to the end after 11 laps. You would ideally want him to be doing a bit more on those mediums to go to a more comfortable ending on the hards if that's what your plan is. Here is that. Let's join on board and watch how close it is for these guys right now. And just as it happens, let's see. Yes, Bunsey now only got Major to pass to get the lead of this race, and he is got a ton more ERS. Bit of an ERS burn there as he comes around the final corner. Bit of a great exit there for him, but look at the speed of that Aston as he defends the inside. And the long way round for the Aston means that he is going to get the lead of this race. Did he burn some of that? He sure to hell did. He burned 30% of his ERS to make that and strike. Oh, hold on. We've got people around. Who is around? Who is out? What is going on? We have a safety car, I think. Is it a safety car or is it? It's a VSC? What's going on inside? Folks, if you didn't know, here's another glitch for you. It's a VSC, as it turns out. Angry Chameleon into the pits to change his tyres. He's going hard to the end. He got the opportunity there. Some people were already past the pits, as it turns out. DRS is enabled, and we are good to go again. I don't know who was around there or what caused that. We may have had an off that was rectified. But just another one, as I was saying, another glitch in this damn game is that it doesn't tell you if it's a VSC or a safety car. You have to look at the signs along the side of the track that flash VSC or SC. Absolute joke. Absolute joke of a game. Here we go. And look at the start that Bunsey got. Pulled out 1.4 seconds ahead of Major Jam at the start. Wow. Big knockouts up into fourth. Who was it? We had a knockouts hero, Angry Chameleon, podium. Yeah, that's not happening, lad. It's not happening, not even a little bit. As Rory Drain, as Mailman goes in and gets his soft, or his hard tires. That might have been an absolute class thing to do for Angry Chameleon, although he is a long way back. Oh, there is the Kaiser Gunners Red Bull, but it looks like the hards. Angry Chameleon 0 laps. Welsh Wizard, yeah. So why not see? So it might work out really well for Chameleon if he were to have a VSC or a safety car happen now, as he wouldn't be stopping. There's a lot of this is all closed up as a result of that VSC and some spinners. So let's see how it's going for Big Knockouts. He can see the guys in front. And that is Major Jam into the pits, trying to do the undercut on Bunsey after losing massive amount of time early on or on the restart. Look at that Blue Gunner on the mediums, flying around, setting a 1:15.5 it looks like. Mick up into Major Jam is all the way back to... Looks like he's going to get out in, where we say... He's not going to get out ahead of... There's the Red Bull there. The side by side. Red Bull has gotten him, and there's a lot of people following him. So what does he get? Does he get caught up behind Wizard? He does. He gets caught behind Wizard and Mayo as well. So Mayo regaining some spots by stopping before Major Jam. There might have been a wing change or something going on there in order for that. So that is interesting. Mayo is back. Mayo is back in this race. He is on the push. And will Bunsey and Mick go too far on those tyres and mean that they lose the advantage of leading? Will the undercut work from Major Jam? Kaiser has gone in, it looks like. Or is he round? He is around in the middle of this track. We have a yellow flag in sector 2. That is him. So Major Jam, here we go. Are we looking at the undercut? Are these guys going in, or are they going to go again? We're having Vernie Vern being lapped by these guys already. 4 second, as it turns out, 4 second lead for Bunsey at the front of this championship or this race. Will it be an Aston race 1, 2, and 3 win 2 seasons running? It's interesting. Big Knockouts is up there. He's on the podium. That's one of your things there. Chameleon is not podium bound right now, but certainly there is more Big Knockouts all over the back of Mormick as it turns out now. He is making serious strides in this race. Bunsey, is he going to go in? This is the big question. Is the undercut going to work? Watch Major Jam. No, we haven't got that. Is Mormick going in? No. Is Big Knockouts? No. These guys going a little bit of a longer stint. They'll have the better tires at the end. But look at the speed there. That is Blue Gunner scudding up the inside and passing lapping Vernie Vern at the back. Vern not having the race he would like. Supreme Bio is miles behind. Rory Drain is into the pits. He is going in for his change of tires. Looks like it's one stop. Budge, as ever, at the front. He will have to stop. Oh, Major Jam is losing space. He's losing things. Oh no, sorry. That's Rory Drain. He's passing. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Okay. This is an incredible race. We are having the different strategies play out a little bit. We are a bit separated here as it happens because of the goings on of spins and stuff like that. But there are strategies happening here now, and we will see where it all amounts to at the end of this. Welsh Wizard getting promoted beyond Major Jam, as it turns out, and Mayo Man also, because they done the undercut. Mayo Man having some sort of an incident there before he stopped. So, interesting as it is working out. But Major Jam all over the back of Welsh Wizard as he tries to come around this final into the final turn, the final bank turn. Interesting. So there we have it. Bunsey, Mormick, and Griffin all in. Knockouts going. Knockouts, Blue Gunner, Budge, all going much longer. Bunsey in the pits. Where will he come out? Will it be Major Jam who gets the undercut, or is he out? He is out already. Bunsey's lead was significant, and Mormick went longer and stayed out ahead of Major Jam. Major Jam has to have gotten a wing change or something in there because that pit stop was absolutely shit, if I'm being honest. Wow, that hasn't worked out for him at all. As a matter of fact, as a result of all this, Mick is on the fresher tyres and he is now running second in this race. What a performance from Mick. We have Supreme Bio with a 5-second penalty, the first guy to get one in this race. He is getting new tyres, new wings. I don't think they have enough wings to deal with Supreme Bio right now. Big Knockos in this time round. Blue Gunner, keep on going. He is now the leader in this championship, but he does have to stop. And it looks like he will be coming out behind the likes of... let's see. Yeah, as it turns out, he'll be out behind... If he goes, depends on how quick he is. And he's being lightning, that's for sure. But here's Big Knockos. Is Mick going to get him? No, he is not. Big Knockos going that extra lap was massive. Oh, and Mick is right behind him now. So Big Knockos getting promoted as a result of that stop. The overcut is working exceptionally well here, as it turns out. So, as he tracks him down, will he force him into a mistake? Big Knockos, a vastly experienced driver here, driving in multiple championships for multiple seasons. He is new to us, but he is not new to this game. We have a Sector 2 turnaround. Is that Budge? No, it's just Budge being passed. He is out on his new hards. He is down up to 10th as a result of all these changes, and he is on the newest tires on track, apart from Big Knuckles. But we will have people with newer ones, which is Blue Gunner, who is going another lap on those medium tires. That is incredible. What is he going to do? Is he giving up the... It looks like he's going to give up some places here. Mayo Man now is... Mormick is all over the back of Big Knuckles. Will the much faster car of the Ferrari be able to push the Aston of Big Knuckles into a mistake? This is interesting. This is great. It's an Aston 1-2 on track as it happens right now. And Blue Gunner is losing some positions as it happens right now. Will this battle allow Mailman to get back up to the lead of this race? And Major Jam has suffered majorly, literally, without sounding too crazy about it, or to use a pun. He has suffered as a result of that stop and the time he did it. I think he had damage, and he has to have that damage, but he is trying to make up for it now, trying to get losing all the way back behind Welsh Wizard. That's incredible. Mayo Man back in with a shout here, and Mormick having a great drive. Look at the distance. He is pushing hard to make this happen here. He's got the advantage here in the sense that he is in the fastest car in the top 4 in contention. He is pulling away from Mayo Man despite the fact, and he doesn't need to worry so much about, bit of a glitch there for me. And look at the speed of this. Look at the speed of this car. Fastest lap by Mormick as he tries to make a go of this championship and gain that position back. Wow, this is incredible stuff from Mick in the Ferrari. Absolutely fantastic stuff. But the reality is that there's Blue Gunner. He's gone in and he's fallen back behind Mormick, but he's slotted in neatly between Mormick and Mayo Man. Mayo Man will be a big battle for Blue Gunner now. Starting second in this race is now down to 4th, but this is a very, very interesting prospect. Okay, let's see. Bunsey with a commanding lead of 5 seconds in this race. It is all his to lose at this stage now that it's all happened. It is, as you were for most people in this, Verdi Verne still the only one on those mediums. He is a lap or 2 down, so yeah, he is a lap down. He is just ahead of Bunsey again. Big Knockos and Mormick. Look at the speed of that Ferrari coming down there. And Blue Gunner coming around only 2 seconds behind. Welsh Wizard, Mayo Man and Welsh Wizard having a ding-dong battle there. We had Hayden, who comes in to support his brother. Oh wait. Oh, Welch is around. Bit of a ding in there, through there. There might be something to answer there. Who knows? But Major Jam is back here now. He's all over the back of Mailman. But is it too late for him? There are guys who are significantly up the road. Mick is losing time in the middle sectors, but he is in the DRS zones. He is all over the back of them. He just needs to be in the right position on that home straight to challenge, and he's really pushing it here. He's down into 6/10 again. He is closing up to about 4 or 5 tenths, but he is losing some time in the corners. He's just got to be patient, and he's got to realize he's got the car for it. And this is where he'll get it. And he's burning ERS. He is burning DRS. He is down to 25%. And yes, Big Knuckles though. Look at that. Big Knuckles has lost all of his. Maybe he pushed earlier on in this lap in order to get a bit of an advantage. He realized that Ferrari is a danger to his second place position. But a podium, nonetheless, so far for Mormick in this race. We are 22 laps through this race, and it is looking very good for the Ferrari without putting a commentator's curse on it too much. And there we go. The 9/10 that we said, he's dropping out of the DRS. He's out of 1 second, and that won't help him with the charging blue gunner who is behind him. He didn't get it that time, did he? He might have done. He did just about got it. Got back into it. But he needs to get back and around to be in the DRS zone in this. Yeah, he's back in it. He's back. He's crossing the line for the DRS. He's out of it again. It's like he's being careful, but sometimes he's just being that little bit too careful, and he has not got it this time. But despite that, he is not dropping too far back. Look, he's gaining time regardless. There we go. Mormick gaining time in that long straight, but he's losing again in the corners. And look at this. Major Jam has passed Mayo for the second time in this race. And Mayo is just looking to hang on in that Aston. There's nobody for a long way back. Griffin is considerably far back. And then Budge is looking like he's going to score consecutive. He's going to score points in every race again this season. By the looks of it, he's in 10th place with a good gap back to Comedian in 11th position, who is just trying to get around and be solid in this race. He doesn't look like he's going to make much of an impact from where he was on the grid or in that. But although he is in the third fastest car on track, and that is Big Knuckles around, is it? And promoted Mormick up into second with Blue Gunner now. Oh, look at this for battle for second with Blue Gunner and Major Jam. Oh, sorry, that is, I beg your pardon, that is the Aston Martin of Verdi Vern. Look, a bit of a back marker issue there, it would seem. Look at the speed of that Aston, or sorry, we have Big Knuckles dropping down. The mistake was made, and he has to go in, and it looks like he might have to get a new wing. Let's see if he has to get a new wing. The Aston lads are out, and he is going for softs to the end of this race. Is it a new wing? Yes, it is a new wing. So that's it. He is back. Budge promoted to 9th. And Mormick just needs to do what he's doing. He has done so far. He just needs to be consistent, careful, and right. He just needs to stay out of Blue Gunner's DRS. Blue Gunner has a lot of DRS saved up, but Mick is regenerating some of his too. And that Alpha isn't as strong as it was last year, as we heard from Jam. But Major Jam is also going to be giving Blue Gunner a headache soon enough, it would seem. Mayo Man doing well there with Griffin all over the back of him in the Williams. We're having a lot of people spin and be lapped at the back. Mormick outside the DRS, and he's after putting up about 6/10 alone on him, and this is Bunce's race to lose. Mormick is right where he wants to be. He's not under pressure. He's not under a lot of pressure right now, He's not under a lot of pressure right now. He just needs to do what he's doing, and he's not catching Bunsey either at the front. So what you got here is an ideal situation where he's not leading the race. He's just doing particularly well. Excellent stuff. Oh, there we go. So as we complete this lap, Bunsey is coming around on lap 25 and it looks like, honestly, with as he extends his lead again to over 6 seconds, it looks like he is Mr. Consistent at the front. All the ERS to burn if it turns out that he needs to, but he just needs to be consistent and careful, and he will go to the end in this race, and it looks like it's going to be good for him. Big Knocko's on the softs, and he is 6 seconds behind Budge. Will he make up that time? He should do on those softs. Sector 1 turnaround. Who's around? Oh, there we go. Supreme Boyo is spinning all over the damn place, and we want to be careful because Bunsey is not a million miles away from him. This is... I think he needs to get himself sorted. There's a lot of spins from Supreme Boyo for whatever reason. But he is going to be lapped once again. Oh, what the hell is that? Who the hell is that? Who is behind in the Alpine? Aston Martin, a big Knocko setting fast lap. That is expected as... Was that the Alpine and Mayo man? I don't know. There's something odd going on with that. Okay, so it's as you were. We're pretty spread out now as a result of the people in the middle, kind of in the middle of these battles, having faults or having issues. Tell me, folks, what do you think the final podium is going to be? Do you think Major Jam is going to push on and take a third place? Mayo and Major dropping from first and second to fourth and fifth. Blue Gunner, Bunsey and Mormick having huge races this season, or for this one. Tell me what you think it is that'll happen as this race comes to a conclusion. Are we going to get more VSCs or things? What do you think is going to happen? It looks like now Blue Gunner's making a bit of a push, gaining some time. Maybe Mormick just had a bit of a wobble there in Sector 1, but now he's in the DRS zone. But will Mormick pull out there again and get some distance on him? It looks like he's losing time, big time. We have Blue Gunner hitting these apexes perfectly, but making a huge amount of time on the what looks like Mormick slowing right down. And is that a car? Yeah, he's gone off. What the hell is that? That is... Who the hell is that? Is it Why Not See? Why Not See is going across all sorts of stuff. But anyway, Blue Gunner going for this position. But Mick parking it perfectly, giving him enough space to think about the outside, but then he tries to switch to the inside, and Mick absolutely shown major didn't defend fresh air on the extreme right. He just put it in a position that meant that the Alpha had to make a decision one way or another. He moved a little bit right, and as he came into the turn, moved back left. And it's a Welsh Wizard. Is he around? No, he's into the pits. He is going for his second stop, and he is going to have softs to the end. But that promotes Angry Chameleon into the points positions. Will he be able to catch him? He's just there. Welsh Wizard is only coming out now, so he'll be a good bit back from Angry Chameleon if he wants points in this race. The two stop, not the way to go in this race, especially considering we have a Sector 1 turnaround. It's another Supreme Boyo spin. Okay, that could get dangerous for people who are in competitive races in this race. But anyway, we have Mormick here, who is under attack again from that Alpha of Blue Gunner, but he's not making inroads on the straights, despite the fact that he has to use the ERS. He's used 20% more and still hasn't made that space up. And that's as a result of that Ferrari being so quick in a straight line on the straights and much faster in general. So he's got a battle to here to pass him in the final 7 laps. Mick looking like he's going to get a podium on some level, but as long as this battle doesn't get too dirty or too dangerous for both drivers. Oh, we are having multiple rounds or multiple warnings in different areas and the whole lot like this. So let's see. How is Big Knocko's doing now? He has made it past Budge. He has not only made it past Budge, he has made 10 seconds up. Budge is now only 2 seconds ahead of Comedian, who has taken time out of those, but he's on 17 lap old hards. He's got 7 more laps. He's going with 24 laps on those. Budge on infinitely better tires, so he might just have a little bit of an advantage as he nurses his tires and makes his way around this track. But Comedian, despite these guys being on the same constructors team, they are again not in the same car. Obviously a Mercedes and a Haas, but these guys don't care about the constructors, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Mormick is retaining his advantage over Blue Gunner of about 7/10 right now as he comes down through Sector 2. Sector 1 and Sector 2 spin around. Is that? No. Who else is around? Doesn't look like we have anybody there. Anyway, Major Jam is 6 seconds back, and that is a Budge losing out to Comedian there, who is now up past him in that Mercedes. So will that be the way it finishes? Comedian up to 9th on those in that Mercedes. That is a vastly superior car to the Haas, to say the least. So Budge is suffering here a little bit. Welch Wizard on those massively fast softs as this game or as this race comes to an end will be threatening Budge as well, and Budge already out of the DRS in the middle here. So look at this, Blue Gunner is nearly out of the DRS. He's using all of his ERS, giving it all welly, and as it turns out, it's still not enough. Vernie Verne with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is insane. Anyway, Blue Gunner is burning everything, and it's just not showing right now on track for him. He is after gaining a ton of time there for whatever happened. A bit of a wobble, I imagine, from Mormick. But Mormick he's given up some of that time in that middle sector, but he is getting all of it back as he comes around into the faster straights, the back straight and the front straight. Look at the speed of that Ferrari away. Despite the fact that he has DRS, he's gaining little or no time on the straights against that Ferrari. But in the corners, it's a different thing. Now he's a lot closer this time round. Will he make it happen? And look at this, Mormick is just making up a huge amount of time on Bunsey. Is Bunsey suffering at the front? Is he trying to conserve fuel and petrol and all that kind of stuff? Or sorry, and tires and all that? But look at the speed. Look at the speed. There's just no indent into it. Look, and Blue Gunner just has no ERS left. Even the Ferrari has not had to use all there. They had 30%, and Blue Gunner had 70 something percent. And after that, it's Mormick with 19 or 17%, and Blue Gunner, who has 8. It's all gone. The advantage of the ERS is gone, and we only have 4 laps left. This is where he's gaining on him. In this sector here, he is getting down to 2 and 3/10, but there is no passing in this area. It is viciously difficult to try and make it happen. He's got the DRS again here, but look at that, 8/10 there as he comes round. Great exit out. He's gaining a little bit there because it looked like he had a much better exit, but he's still not getting enough. And he's burning everything he's got to make this happen. He is closer a little bit more this time, but what is Mick doing now? Mick has got a lot more there, and he's going to get that speed away. Look, 5/10. Now this might be it. Is he got everything? His ERS, his 1% is derating, and Mormick is not defending the inside because he knows at this stage, at that speed, he's going to be late coming, and he's doing it. That's a great job by Mick. What a great job. And they are making inroads into Bunsey also. Despite this, he's back to 5/10 ahead. But Blue Gunner just desperate to make this happen before we're on lap 33. 3 more laps after this one, and he still hasn't made it happen right now. This is an incredible battle for second, a very mature battle by 2 excellent drivers just trying to make it happen. We have a VSC, it looks like. Is that a safety car? It's a full safety car on lap 33 of this. It is Supreme Bio is around, is it? Oh my. Are they going to give up the position on track? The guys at the back, you can be damn budge in like a damn ninja to get those tires. Wow, this is crazy. Budge and Welsh Wizard pitting, getting fresh tires, and they're gone. Oh, this is crazy. Chameleon is going to be sitting duck there on those 21 lap. It's a Bunsey's in. Mormick is going to keep it out on track. Oh, shit. And so is Blue Gunner. They're not giving up the advantage at the front. There's Bunsey. Is Major Jam going in? No. He's going to do it on track too. Mayo Man is going around. Where is Bunsey? He's coming out. Oh my God. There may be enough, Barrett. Before this has ended, there may be enough. Look like we may actually just get about 1 lap with no DRS. No DRS. And Griffin and Bunsey at the back. Oh my God. That's incredible. Will there be enough buffer between Bunsey and Mormick and Blue Gunner at the front? We have a late twist in this as Mormick takes us around, and he's in the fastest car. He's not on the oldest tires in the top 4, and he is in the fastest car in the top 4. And he was making inroads to Bunsey, but Bunsey has safety car in this lap, so we will get lap 35 and 36 under, and it means that Angry Chameleon may actually be caught by Budge. Is he? No, he's out. He is out. He gets his tires and he just gets out ahead of Budge. But those guys who went in to get new tires at the back are all a long way adrift. So here we go. He's backing them up. He's backing them up. Is he gone? No, he's not gone. And he's gone now. He's gone now. And has he done enough? This is the important restart. There's not going to be much opportunity. Major Jam and Mayo Man going mental here. Bunsey is on those fresh tires, and he's tantalizing. He needs to make the passes now. He needs to do this. He took the chance going in, but Mormick is currently leading this race. Oh, Big Knuckles is around. Oh, he's into the pits. Oh my God, what is he doing? Is he retiring? He's not retiring. He's getting new tires. He's gone. He is retiring in the pits. What happened, Big Knuckles? Mormick pulling out ahead of, and we won't have DRS, I beg your pardon, in these final 2 laps. There won't be any there for Blue Gunner to make that chance. So, and Bunsey hasn't made any inroads on this lap. So it looks like Mormick is favourite now to win this race. Oh my God, he just has to do what he's been doing all this time. He's going to lead us into this final lap. Mormick is 5/10 ahead. He is giving it everything. He's not defending. This is the last big opportunity for Blue Gunner to make this happen, and he hasn't done it. Major Jam is around, and Bunsey, and there's a lot going on back here, and it's not happening. Bunsey has not made it past. Mormick is out through sector 1 and still leading this race on the final lap. What an incredible turnaround for Mormick. Staying out was ideal for him. Blue Gunner has to make something happen, and he can't make it happen here. And he's not going to get DRS on this final lap as Mormick only needs to retain what he's doing. What an incredible turn of events for Mormick. What a great call. Mayo Man is way back. This is Blue Gunner or Mormick. Is he going to get enough? He's way ahead. He's got 6/10. What an incredible battle as this race comes to an end and we come out through the final DRS zone and Mormick is leading as he comes around to second to last turn, leading this race by 8/10. He is pulling away from Blue Gunner and he is going to make it happen, and it is going to be Mormick as he comes around the final turn to take the win in this championship. Oh my God, what an incredible win. Blue Gunner finishes second. Mayo Man is third. Bunsey gets fourth, gets major on the final stretch. Griffin in sixth. Rory Drain in seventh as he comes through. They are a long way back, but it is an incredible win. Mormick gets his first win in wheel-to-wheel history. We have a Sector 3 round. He is out of juice. I think Rory Drain ran out of juice. Angry Chameleon nearly pipping Rory Drain. Was it Griffin? Somebody there nearly pipping him on the corner. I think it was just somebody going. Chameleon up to 8th. Welsh Wizard up to 9th on those softs. Budge in 10th. What an incredible finish to this race. Absolutely riveting stuff. Mormick stayed out, taking the chance on those hards. Doing in Zandvoort what the great Lewis Hamilton couldn't make happen. He retained the lead on the final laps and wins the wheel-to-wheel Zandvoort Dutch Grand Prix. That is an incredible. There he is. He's making his way to the podium. It is his first win in wheel-to-wheel, and the guy said it, the Mormick and these lads have vastly improved, and there is the proof in the pudding. What an incredible victory. We have seen a fan favourite here today get his first win in wheel-to-wheel. Congratulations to Mormick. It is fantastic to see him finally do that. 5th to 1st. Bunsey going in, getting the soft tyres, thinking he could make it happen in the last two laps, but Mormick showing class there, taking it there. So let's run through the standings. We have a Mormick win, Blue Gunner in second position, great result for him, starting on the grid in second and finished second. Mayo Man starting in first, finishing on the podium in third. Bunsey in fourth, Major Jam in fifth, Griffin in 6th, Rory Drain in 7th, Angry Chameleon up to 8th, getting a nice point haul there for him. Welsh Wizard in 9th, Budge rounding out the points, retaining the fact that he has scored in every race that he has competed in the last 2 seasons. Kaiser Gunner in 11th, Why Not See in 12th, Big Knocko's retiring, but because Vernie Vern and Supreme Bio had been overtaken more than twice, he retains 13th position with Vernie Vern and Supreme Bio, the only DNF in this race. What an incredible race. Oh my. Wow. That is the wheel-to-wheel week 2, season 4, Dutch Grand Prix, and wow. That's all I can say, folks. I am hoarse. I have got sniffles. It's all gone crazy bad for me. But that was worth turning up for. I think you will agree with me there. Let's return to this setup here. Wow. It's Mormick for his first win, and he is up there now in the points. Is he going to be pushing for wins in this championship and getting and just, is he going to be in a championship fight? Wow, where does that put him in the standings? Who knows? Let's have a look. We will bring it to you next week. This broadcast was brought to you by Into the Deep, Great Western Trail, and Warehouse 13, the board game. This has been an absolute pleasure. Once again, join the Discord. Get on all the likes. Get in here. Tell me what it is that you like to see as we do these broadcasts. Thank you so much for joining me in this championship race. We will be back next week for week 3. We are following the calendar, so we will be Monza also, as far as I know. in week 3. We are following the real calendar. That is an incredible, incredible win for Mormick in his first wheel to wheel win. He's been around. He was getting lapped and he was having awful trouble at the start. But all of that dedication, all of that racing and sticking with it has seen his fortunes turn around, and he is now a competitor and a winner in wheel to wheel. Thank you very much, folks. Get liking. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you very much for doing so. Give the like on the stream and give us a follow if you haven't done so already. Scan that QR code up there. Scan that QR code up there, and it will bring you to all the socials. Follow me on there for more wheel to wheel, board gaming, and other gaming content. Thank you so much for joining me. This is week 2 in the books. We shall see you next week at 9:30 on Wednesday for wheel to wheel week 3. Thank you so much, folks. It has been a pleasure.